that. Okay, Sandi, let's bring you back in and tell us a bit about this Economic Crime and Corporate Transparency Act.
This was flagged up to me. I didn't know anything about it really, because all this legislation goes through our parliament, and there's so much of it. How can you keep up? So a couple got in touch with me. They're UK Colunm. They follow UK Colunm, and they've got two businesses, and they received a letter from Companies House, and it was explaining the Economic Crime and Corporate Transparency Act, and they were quite shocked because the letter from Companies House said, Companies House are imposing a new legal requirement that all directors and PSCs, persons with significant control, verify their identity. This is being transitioned in sort of a gradual way, starting with directors and companies. Directors are required to obtain a unique identifier known as Companies House Personal Code. The Companies House Personal Code will be used when setting up directors on company incorporations and adding directors to Companies House. Companies House also needs to gather the Companies House Personal Code for all existing directorships. This being done via the company's confirmation statement. Confirmation statement confirms in part that the list of directors stored at Companies House is correct. The Companies House Personal Code for each director will be submitted with the confirmation statement, and the requirement starts for all confirmation statements submitted on or after the 18th of November 2025. So this is really rolling out from November the 18th. We're willing to write to you as our main contact for the company so that you can provide us with the Companies House Personal Code for all directors of the company. Without the personal code, all directors will not be able to submit any confirmation statement on or after the 18th of November 2025. Now, this, they're saying that it's all for your benefit to stop fraud and all sorts of corruption, but actually it feeds right into the whole digital ID. That we understand, the reasons behind that. And then he got a reply from his accountant, because he gave it to his accountant. And it says, the Economic Crime and Corporate Transparency Act became law by passing through both the UK Parliament and House of Lords, receiving royal assent from King on 26, 2023. This legislative process involved the government introducing the bill, followed by extensive debate, review and amendments by Parliament for its final approval and enactment into law. More importantly, the position procedurally as a result of the provisions of the Act is that over the next 2 years, any company that has any director who does not have a personal Companies House identity code will be automatically closed by Companies House. Currently, company directors therefore appear to have four choices. 1, do nothing and let all the companies they are director of be closed. 2, resign their directorships. 3, close the companies they're a director of and trade as individuals. Or 4, get their personal ID code and continue as normal. We will obviously support you as best we can, whatever you choose to do. So, he's between a rock and a hard place, this bloke, because he's saying, I really don't agree to doing this ID verification. He's quite rightly knows it's feeding into the whole digital ID, but he wants to carry on running his company. So it'd be interesting to see if anybody else gets in touch in the same position. And what we really need is a mass non-compliance of all this, obviously, with everything to do with digital ID.
Correct, Sandi. And yes, it's onerous, the speed that this is coming in, and it's going to affect any and everybody in business. So it's time to stand up and challenge